Draw the shear force and moment diagram for the linearly loaded cantilever beam and specify the bending moment MA at support. At this support we will specify bending moment. Okay, first of all we have to draw a free body diagram of this linearly loaded beam. First of all I want to draw a free body diagram of this loaded cantilever beam. So this is AY and this is MA and AX horizontal force, this is moment, and this is vertical reaction. Okay, so this is a horizontal reaction. This is the load which is at this place. This is a linearly UVL which is omega naught at this place. So this is L length. So first of all we need to find the accumulation of this UVL, the resultant of this UVL load. So the resultant of this UVL load is this F1. So first we need to find F1. So F1 equal to WL square divided by WL divided by 2. So F1 equal to omega naught. W is omega naught, L is L and divided by 2. So we have found that L1. This F1 equal to the accumulation of all this load is W naught L divided by 2. Okay, so at what region from support A, at what distance from support A, then we will find this. So the triangular, if we find this triangle length, this length, so this length formula is 2L divided by 2, and if you find this length, so this is 2L divided by 3, and if you finding this length, so its formula is L divided by 3. So we need to find this. So this is 2L, this is 2 into L is this length divided by 3. So we have finded this length also. Now we can find reactions, movement, and all as well, also all these things. So summation of movement at point A equal to 0. The force which rotated the beam anticlockwise will be taken as positive. So there is a movement MA which is anticlockwise, MA negative which is clockwise, F1 load. There is no other load equal to 0. So MA will equal to F1 into this length. Sorry, I forgot this length. So F1 multiplied by this lever arm which is 2L divided by 3 equal to 0. So MA is equal to F1 multiplied by 2L divided by 3. MA equal to F1 value is W naught L divided by 2. So omega naught L divided by 2 multiplied by 2L divided by 3. So MA value is 2 omega naught L square divided by 6. So MA value which I have found it, 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. So omega naught L square divided by 3. So at this point we have movement omega naught L square divided by 3. This is MA. Now we can also find a reaction vertical force which is AY. So now we do summation of all vertical forces acting at this beam equal to 0. The force directed up will be taken as positive. So there is AY and F1 negative F1 equal to 0. So AY is equal to F1. AY value is omega naught L divided by 2. So this is reaction AY. So this AY is omega naught L divided by 2. Okay, now if I find this, let's say at this place, so let's say now I can find shear force and moment at any place of this beam. So for this I will establish a generalized equation for this. So we can find reaction, a shear force and bending moment at any place. For this I take a section. I take this section for the beam, for this cantilever beam. So if I take this section, it will look like this. So this will be, if I take this section, so this is, now I push it, copy it to the next page, this to the next page. Now if I take this portion of the beam, this portion of this cantilever beam, so we can find shear force and bending moment at any point of this beam. So I will draw a free body diagram of this portion. Let's say this is a UVL load and this is at X place. We don't find, this is unknown, X is unknown, and this is the total length, which is, sorry, this is a free body diagram. Now I want to find this at this point, shear force and bending moment at this point. So let's say this is X, which is unknown, this is AY, which is known, this is AX, and there is a moment MA, and at this place, let's say this is a shear force and this is a moment M2. So shear force F1, FY1, sorry, this is FY1 and this is M2. We have to find this F1 and F2 and make a generalized equation for bending moment at shear force, in which we put the value of X and the equation give us a reaction force and bending moment. So I select this all and make its size a little bit smaller, and also I push it to the downside. So summation of F of Y, sorry, summation of all vertical forces equal to 0. The force directed up will be taken as positive. So first we will find this is omega naught, and what will be this position. So first we find these two things. So first I erase this and finding force at this point, omega at this point. So what will be the omega at this point? So at this point, omega naught height divided by total, this is length, equal to, this is, we don't know that, let's say this is unknown A divided by X. So what will be the value of this A? So A is equal to omega naught X divided by L. So this value have omega naught X divided by L. This is omega naught, this A is omega naught L X divided by L. Sorry, this is X divided by L. Okay, now I accumulate this whole load, sorry, I accumulate this load at between this triangular load. So what will be the F1? So this is F2, let's say this is F2. So what will be F2? F2 value is omega L divided by 2. Formula is omega L divided by 2. So what is omega? Is this A L divided by 2. So F2 is equal to, A is omega naught X divided by L, and this is L divided by 2. So omega naught X L divided by 2. 2 to the, this is 2 to the 4. So this will be 4. Omega naught X L divided by 4. Sorry, this is omega L divided by 2. So this whole is omega. Omega is this A L divided by 2. So L is X. This whole length is X divided by 2. So for F2 equal to, A is omega naught X divided by L. So this is omega naught, this A is omega naught X divided by L, and what is this X? X divided by 2. So F2 will equal to omega naught X square divided by 2L. We have also found this F, which is omega naught X square divided by 2L. Okay, now I erase it. Now I apply summation of vertical forces equal to 0. The force directed up will be taken as positive. So there is AY, force AY, and negative F2, which is at this mid, and the other force is AY is, and Fy1 equal to 0. So I finding Fy1. So Fy1 will equal to AY and negative F2. So Fy1 is equal to, this is the shear force. AY is, what will be the value of AY? I have found it AY, which is omega naught L divided by 2. omega naught L divided by 2 negative F2. So F2 value is omega naught x square divided by 2L. Omega naught x square divided by 2L. I take up to this section. So this force is not including. So after that, this is the shear force of this hole. Okay, so this is a shear force. I small it a little bit. So after that, I want to find moment at any place. I find a generalized equation for moment at any place. So this is a shear force which we have find it, and now we will take summation of moment at any point equal to 0. So the force which rotates the beam anticlockwise will be taken as positive. So AY, this is M2 which is anticlockwise, positive MA which is anticlockwise MA, and this force AY which is clockwise, negative AY multiply X, this length is X, and this F2 force negative, this is also anticlockwise, this will be positive, F2 equal to 0. So we will finding M2 not MA, M2 will equal to negative MA positive AY into X negative F2. So M2 will equal to, at the place of MA I will put its value. So MA is equal to omega naught L square divided by 3. So this is negative omega naught L square divided by 3, positive AY, at the place of AY omega naught L divided by 2. So this is omega naught L divided by 2 into X negative F2 omega naught X square. So this is omega naught X square divided by 2L multiply by this length, this much length. What will be this length? So this length is, if this is X, so it will be 1 divided by X divided by 3. So multiply by X divided by 3. Now if I simplify it, M2 will equal to negative omega naught L square divided by 3 positive omega naught L X divided by 2. This will be 2 negative omega naught X cube divided by 6L. So this is a generalized equation of moment. Okay, I down its scale these two equations. If we put the value of X, now if I put value in this equation, we can easily find shear force and bending moment at any place of the loaded beam. Okay, so if I put L divided by 2, now I draw the shear force and bending moment diagram of this loaded beam. I copy this. Now I draw the shear force of this beam, loaded beam. So AY, which we have find it, W naught L divided by 2. So this is W naught L divided by 2. If I change its color, this will be L divided by 2. So if I find at mid of this length at this point, so what will be the bending moment and shear force at this point at mid of the beam? So at mid of the beam, what will be the bending moment and shear force? So first you have to understand that this is a parabolic equation. So it will be like this parabola, and from the equation we have draw the shear force diagram, and from this is negative. So the bending is moment at point A is, we have find it omega naught L square divided by 2. So this is omega naught, at this place it is omega naught L square divided by 2. It is cube function, so that's why it will be like this. This is a cube function and this is a parabolic function. So if we check at mid of the beam, what will be the value of shear force and bending moment? So at the place of X I will put L divided by 2. So Fy is equal to omega naught L divided by 2 negative. Now I find this is shear force and this is bending moment equation. So I take shear force first and finding it omega naught at the place of x I put L divided by 2 square the whole divided by 2. So Fy is equal to omega naught L divided by 2 negative omega naught L square divided by 4. So Fy is equal to, if I take LCM, 4 to LCM of 2 4L, so this will be omega naught 2 omega naught L square. So Fy value is equal to, so this will be 4 2s are 8, so this will be 8. So if I take LCM at L square divided by 4 whole divided by 2, so Fy1 equal to omega naught L divided by 2 negative omega naught L square divided by 8. So if I take LCM of 8L, it will become omega naught to 4 omega naught L square negative omega naught L square. So Fy1 equal to 4 minus 1 is 3 omega naught L square divided by 8L. So at their place shear force will be 3 omega naught L square divided by 8L. At the mid of the beam, what will be the bending moment? So if I erase it and finding moment at mid of the beam, so what will be the value of moment at mid of the beam? Now M2 equal to negative omega naught L square divided by 2 positive omega naught L into x is L divided by 2 whole divided by 2 positive omega naught x is L cube divided by, this is 2 which is 8, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8 divided by 3. This will be, this is, what is this? This is 3. What is the value of, what is this value? 6L. This is 6L. So M2 is equal to negative omega naught L square divided by 2 plus omega naught L square divided by 4 negative omega naught L cube divided by 6 adds are 48 L. This is not 2, this is 3. So this is, if I take LCM 48 L, it will become 24 negative 24 omega naught L cube positive 4. This will be not 24, this will be 16 omega naught L cube positive 12 omega naught L cube negative omega naught L cube. So 12 minus 16 minus 12 will be 4 negative 4 omega naught L cube. This will be also negative omega naught L cube divided by 48 L. So this will become negative 5 omega naught L cube divided by 48 L. So at this place the moment will be negative 5 omega naught L cube divided by 48. We have found this and this. So you can find at any point of this beam bending moment and shear force. So you can easily find only by putting the value of x. So if you put the value of x, you will get omega naught. If the value of x equal to 0, you will get omega naught L divided by 2. Shear force will be there. And if you put the value of x in bending moment at x equal to 0, you will get omega naught this pure, this omega naught L square divided by 3. At this place omega naught L square divided by 3. So that's, in that way you can easily find bending moment and shear force of this UVL loaded cantilever beam.